Last month's NBA All-Star Game was seen by fans in more than 200 countries. But nowhere is the event more welcome than it is on U.S. military bases spread out all over the world. Scott Howard Cooper visited Afghanistan, where to the men and women stationed there, an NBA contingent represented a welcome distraction from the turbulent environment around them.
Oh, say, can you see?
It's the start of another pickup game on another cement court in another American setting, except that it is anything but. The players are members of the United States military. The court, a converted aircraft hangar. And the American setting, it's in Afghanistan.
You know, we're sitting in a thing called the clamshell here. It's an aircraft maintenance facility. We've turned it into a gym.
This doesn't matter whether this basketball court was in Chicago, LA, somewhere in New Jersey, Iraq, Afghanistan. It's still basketball, and that game of basketball unites us.
The uniting force between hoops and troops here is former official and current NBA Vice President of Referee Operations, Bob Delaney. Partnering with the USO, Delaney brought NBA and WNBA representatives to visit the troops in Afghanistan. As All-Star Weekend played out half a world away in New Orleans, these basketball ambassadors sought to bring goodwill to those serving abroad.
I had my aunt and my uncle who served in the military, and so it's kind of like a personal thing to me to come over here and just really get the great experience.
They're in harm's way a lot, but at the same time, you know, they show so much gratitude.
Not just our people back home care about us, it's also NBA players.
This also builds morale and lets them know that we have the support of our nation.
You can't get no more real than this, how dangerous it is at times, and get a personal view.
Delaney is accustomed to a personal view of dangerous situations. Before his time as a referee, he went undercover as a New Jersey state trooper to infiltrate the mob, an experience that resulted in his own bout with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Once you heard that he was an informant or whatever he was doing, now you get a better understanding why he was the way he is, because he had to have this tough persona. He may have been coping with a lot of things from his past that he survived and he persevered.
Now, Delaney speaks to the troops about his experiences and continues to encourage them to look after their own needs, not just the needs of a country.
You all know where danger is by sound. And I had a conversation with those soldiers. And one said to me the most powerful words I've ever heard in my life. He said, "Sir, we do our best." Commitment to our country, your commitment to each other, your commitment to me and my family, to people you don't even know. And that drives me on the mission I'm on. My hope is to move the bar that you get selfish and take care of you, because you take care of everybody else. And you forget sometimes to take care of you. And the things that you're exposed to at times can have an impact. Not every time, but have an awareness to what it can do.
So many of the troops, when they hear me speak, say to me, "I thought you were speaking to me." And I say to them, it's not, because it's not my story, it's our story. They're givers in the game of life. They take care of everybody else. They will give their lives for people they don't even know. So my hope is to get them to be a little bit selfish, to take care of them, and understanding that at times some of the things that they experience, they need to process.
Bob has a very compelling story, and he also has a unique ability to connect with military based on his background. And I like the term that Bob uses, operational stress. I mean, just being away from your family, being in a combat zone for the first time, that's operational stress in and of itself, not to mention what we all go through as human beings every day. Bob's message of dealing with operational stress and peer-to-peer and being brave and coming forward when you need help, it really rings home.
Delaney may have brought a serious message, but he was also part of the group that delivered the gratitude from the NBA, the WNBA, and the American people.
Talking about a serious subject cannot be all doom and gloom. It has to be about hope and inspiring.
The interaction alone was inspirational to the troops, who continuously thanked the players and Delaney for coming. It was the four visitors, though, who insisted they, not the soldiers far from home, were most appreciative.
With all the stuff going on in the world and the things that they have to be prepared for at any second, for them just to say, you know, this is the highlight of our year, you guys coming over here.
It's easy for me to go to the gym and play basketball. What they do, I mean, it's unbelievable. Hey, I want to give back. They sacrifice their life every single day. why not for me to come over here for a couple days, put some smiles on their faces, hang out, learn about them, learn about their families.
You know, you forget what all goes into this, you know, for, you know, sacrificing your life.
And it reminds them of why they're doing what they're doing. That's why we're able to have ball games in the United States and not be fearful that we can go into that arena. They're going to get to do something other than be a soldier. And to me, that's important because it gives them a release. This is about them and just the opportunity to be with them.